This shit too easy for me now. Nigga Cole been going plat since back when CDs was around. What you sold, I tripled that. I can't.
What's up, What's up? Your boys are back with another episode. Y'all heard what I said, Sports Entertainment Podcast. Tuck right here, Diesel D right here, Darren aka They Don't Want None.
You heard?
So we got a few topics we want to talk about for this episode. But first, we're going to talk about the boxing from last week, from June 26th. But we just want to really talk about the main event that's months coming that everybody was waiting for. The undefeated Gervonta Tank Davis, the undefeated Mario Barrios going for the WBA Super Lightweight Championship. And this was actually a good-ass fight. Like most people expected. It was kind of going back and forth, but then once he got them hits in,
good body shots.
It was almost over for that boy. And got him down. He got Barrios down with a TKO in the 11th round. Went all the way to the 11th round. Barrios, he did a pretty good job, but once Tank got him down, got them body shots, got him in the face, it's over. Now he's the new super lightweight champion. And he also is the first person to have 3 different championships in 3 different weight classes.
Baltimore.
Also, y'all, like, we seen the fight. Like, how y'all feel about the fight?
How you feel about it?
Good fight. Like, I'm really not interested in boxing that much, but that's one of the best fights I've ever seen. Like, I was really interested in it, especially Tank Man from Baltimore.
Right.
And him moving up in a weight class, trying to get a title, finally got a title.
Yeah.
And Barrios, to me, was winning the first 3 rounds. Then Tank took the next 2 rounds after that. So about at the end of the 6th round, it was tied up.
It was going back and forth.
They was slugging out from there until round 11.
To me, I feel like Tank took. He didn't. I'm not gonna say he took a different approach, but he tuned it down a little bit from the start, which allowed Marios to take over from the beginning. I feel like he was getting some pointers from his mentor Floyd Mayweather Jr. So he wanted to. Floyd told him there's not gonna be no quick match where you knock out your opponent. You had to go the distance. That's why Mario started him in those first couple rounds, but then Tank had to come back, show his power, his aggressiveness. As Don said, I mean, even at the end. But I feel like with Tank, especially around the 10th and 11th round, you can see that it was only a matter of time. Barrios was holding on because he was leaving his body wide open. His eye was messed up; you could barely see it. He was just getting hit bad, and you could tell that he didn't want to quit, but the referee had to stop it. I don't want to say that was a bad loss for him because let's say Tank moved up weight classes, and let's not also forget that Mayweather has already went on record of saying he doesn't want to help promote other companies with their boxing matches, so he only wants Tank to fight other in-house fighters at his weight class. He said we got enough fighters so we can stay relevant, and I understand from both degrees, but I feel like it will a little bit maybe tarnish Tank's legacy because he won't be available to fight all of the fighters available. Like, they're ready for the Ronda, they're ready for the Garcia fight. They want Garcia and Tank next.
Yeah.
But Mayweather has other people in mind, I guess, to keep him safe, to continue the more wins he gets without losses, the higher and higher and higher this man's legacy gonna get, just like Mayweather.
Exactly.
I think Mayweather's waiting for him to get to a certain amount of wins so he can really bring out the big fight for that $40-50 million fight.
Keep moving them up into the ranks.
Yeah. So
Fight the next best boxer.
As long as Tank is comfortable with his confidence and he not worried about nobody saying, "Oh, your legacy ain't this because you ain't fighting all of the best." As long as Tank ain't worried about it, he making money. Keep doing what you're doing because Mayweather has a fucking strategy that's worked for him, and the man's a fucking multi-millionaire billionaire. So something's working right for the guy. So
Money.
Let's not forget, we also have Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 3.
Oh yeah, it's
coming up in a few weeks.
And don't wear no heavy shit, Wilder. We don't no excuses this time.
To this day. And we also have UFC, where we have Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier 3 as well. So get ready for that, which is next week. You better be ready.
Last time I said Poirier was going to win. This time I think McGregor going to win.
For some reason, I feel like it'll help UFC if the megastar McGregor wins. But I just feel like the better fighter is Poirier.
All right, so we're going to move to the next topic, which is a big topic of conversation that just happened this week. So now NCAA athletes can actually benefit and earn money from likeness and all that, like endorsements and everything.
And before he go forward, I'm in my 30s now. If I fucking known this, if this was a thing when we was younger, you know how much we would have been in the gym back then?
I know.
Just to get an endorsement deal off of 1 year of college or something? Come on, man. Go ahead, sir.
Like that, all like you know, a lot about the endorsements, like sponsors, like also being on the cover of games and everything.
Yes, that's what's up, man.
They
Y'all
couldn't
make
wait.
y'all money.
So we basically got like 2 days on this. First, do y'all agree or disagree with this decision? And also, what about Reggie Bush's Heisman Trophy?
I agree, because for the longest time, like the student athletes coming in, they be making the college money.
Yes.
They be getting the scholarships, and they be getting helping the college get through
They will get
financial
all these financial
from their
times,
money.
and then after they win a championship, what they do? Coaches get 2 year, 5 million, 2 year, 10 million contracts for $5 million a year. Oh, come on, man.
And I know it's not the pros, but they always getting national television vised games. Like they'll bring it on college games over NBA games most of the time on ESPN and stuff. So they getting show when they on TV. And they helping ESPN make money from being on TV.
I'm sorry, that's not
and
like
all them
we
networks.
That's not like we stupid.
So they should get paid for something.
Student
at least
athletes don't always get to do as much work as athletes that are on campus and
That's
that's
true,
all
too.
focused
That's
do.
all- that's what I
Especially
was
when
about
all
to
the traveling, all the tournaments, all the preparation and practices. Let's not act like these motherfuckers don't be putting in basically a career on top of school. Like, we gotta get paid something, right? Everybody ain't got time to be working at McDonald's on an overnight shift after they did 3 hours of practice and do school.
Some kind of incentive. And all of them don't get scholarships either. Some of them get full ride scholarships, but some of them don't, and some of them be walk-ons.
Yep.
So they need some kind of incentive.
For me, I agree and disagree. With the agree part, I agree with mostly everything y'all saying about that they busting their ass going to games practices all the time while also keeping up with schoolwork, and like they helping make money for the teams they play for, like being on TV, like all the stuff with endorsements, just helping make money for the network with winning games and stuff. But the part I disagree with is that, say for instance, like they get a scholarship and somebody else gets a scholarship for like academic reasons. Why ain't the person getting the scholarship for academic reasons getting extra money? They might be on like a different team on for their school. Like I don't know how that works.
Like
they on the lacrosse.
team,
Yeah, I don't know
got
how
there
that
for
works.
Strictly academics and not on a sports scholarship.
Yeah, and then
Right.
also another point that I probably disagree with is that Darren was talking about like scholarships and walk-ons. Even with that, they already getting a full ride to go to the school, and some other students might not have that opportunity. And also the fact that a lot of people are scouted and recruited, and some people probably don't have the opportunity to be scouted and recruited because it's always people talking, and plus always somebody might be famous because they're generational talent, because their parents or uncles or something played, so they automatically gonna be looked at over other people.
But it would benefit from the people that's not getting full rides.
Yeah, but all in all, I do really agree with it though. The only problem I got.
He's got completely right on all of that because there's flaws in the whole system. But at the very least, if the school is going to continue to benefit off these young student athletes, and making all this money for the institution, there's got to be some kind of compensation to these.
Right,
students.
exactly. Yeah.
Like, and I understand what he's saying. Everybody don't get the opportunities, but if I'm one of the reasons,
Yeah.
let's say if I go to Duke and I'm the reason why Duke got 8 televised games, nah, I want something out of that. Especially if I'm a Nesmith Player of the Year candidate. Nah,
Yeah.
I want some of that.
Like you worked hard to
Say
get
like
there.
back there, like the college NCAA games, when Melo got put on the cover, did he get money for that?
And you,
Money on the front of the
yeah,
cover of the game?
and you gotta understand.
There we go. Now, hold up. That's also that's one thing I disagree with. I don't think they should make money for being on the cover of games because they pick who they want on the cover of games.
Yeah,
Basically.
but you gotta also look at this from a business side.
Yeah.
Because I'm old, I look at this from a business
Hold
side.
up, that's true.
Once-
but
yeah.
when they pick people, they using that image to make money.
Yeah, they're trying to promote their business as well as
Right.
promote them.
Yeah.
And that's what I was about to say. Remember, once the one and done rule changed,
Oh,
what it
yeah,
is. So it comes
you
to
right.
an end. So once the one and done rule, what do you think these players of this generation is thinking about? I want that money. I can go back to school anytime I want to once I get the money.
Exactly.
And the only way that's going to help save college sports right now is, okay, if that's what the players really want, if that's what's going to stop them, if that's what's going to stop them going to college, we got to give them some money to at least get a 1 year out of them.
All right, there we go. That's a very good point, actually. Like, you want these kids to go to school regardless.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad, like, even with the one and done rule, like,
Yeah, it's just like the COVID vaccine. Here in Maryland, they are paying people and giving them
that.
lottery
Yeah,
winners just to
yeah.
get the vaccine.
They want you to get it.
Sometimes you
They push
gotta
it for you
pay
get
to
it.
play.
it's a strategy.
It's the way of the world.
And this other topic, y'all know how they took Reggie Bush's Heisman Trophy away because he was using money. So just give it to him back.
Give him his eyes.
I just feel like there's other ways to punish somebody for that. I understand it wasn't good at the time. That would still look bad upon. So, and he was one of the few that got caught. We know it happens in all college. He got caught. So you got to have some accountability. But to take his Heisman away, he still had to go in the gym, bust his ass, go out on that field, get 100+ yards every game, make those amazing plays, get to the national championship, all that for his team. So to just take his hard work away over a flaw in a system like that, you could have banned him from NCAA events, any type of thing. Take his jersey down. It's a jersey. He wore that for three years. He don't need that. But to take his trophy that he earned,
Right. And also another thing.
Go ahead. How many years it took him to figure that out? Like
been-
going
Yeah,
years
yeah.
of
It's been like
investigation.
15
just
years.
It's a
to
lot
take
of
it from him.
years.
And then come back a couple years later
Like, we know he was
saying
making
now they
money
could get money
from
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
and then you got to look at everything that's ever happened. That's just like real life with people with weed conventions. Now that weed getting legal at places, they got to start releasing people from jail that had weed conventions over the last 5-10 years. That's just like all other stuff. Remember when what's his name? Patino got in trouble
Yeah.
with Louisville and all these other coaches.
Yeah.
Now you telling them they getting in trouble for all this stuff and tampering and stuff. Now you got to make up for that because now that shit really, you making it look bad that you doing this now and knowing that all these colleges been doing this shit for years. Now we making it look like it's legal now. We want stuff to disappear like it never happened.
And
No.
like he was taking performance
Happy
enhancing
couple,
drugs
right.
and steroids like Lance Armstrong, the cyclist, who got stripped of all 5 of his titles.
And I love Barry Bonds.
Come on,
Black man and all.
I don't care.
But that man neck got big as shit
I
once
don't
he started
care.
taking steroids.
I don't care. Barry Bonds the best of all
No,
time.
Barry
he's
Bonds
not.
probably was already,
he's
he
not.
probably
Barry
was
Bonds the
already
best
the
of all
best
time.
baseball home run king of
He
all time
was.
before the steroids. But once you take them, you fucked it up for yourself.
It's nobody know
Still.
baseball players hitting 70 home runs in a season.
That's
No
still.
way.
That man still belongs in the Hall of Fame. I don't care. As much he's done for the game.
I'll say this. I feel like there was players before him, like Jose Canseco,
Sammy Sosa.
I mean, so many other players that got in trouble for this, but he put up the biggest tarnish on the HGH
Man, Mark McGuire.
steroid
Lot
shit.
of-
I feel like he put the biggest spotlight on it.
Yeah.
Because he was doing so much impressive shit that
That they
shouldn't be
knew.
possible. Like the other guys, they were a little bit better than they usually was. Like you said, McGuire way better than
Yeah.
he used to be. Same thing Jose Canseco, but Barry Bonds, you were on drugs. Did 70 homers in a season, bro, and your neck just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It looked
He
like,
did hit the whole body.
it
Just
looked
got
like
getting
Kurt
big.
Angle, yeah.
But then after that, he played the extra years.
And then look how old he was
But he was still
doing
playing
that.
to like 24, 20
Yeah, he played to like 44, and then he kept telling motherfuckers after like 3-4 years that he ain't retired yet.
He was hella old.
And he was like almost 50.
Let's go to another serious thing with Sha'carri Richardson in the Olympics. So, Sha'carri Richardson, I know y'all hear her story about she's with the 5th fastest woman in the world, only 21 years old, and she was just recently suspended for them finding out that she tested positive for marijuana use.
Man, this girl, she on it, and one thing I don't like is the Steven from Django ass niggas that's like, man, she knew what she was doing. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses. First off, she never made an excuse. She just told y'all what it was. Yeah, I smoke it. It helps me cope with my mother. That wasn't an excuse. She told y'all what you would rather her say, I don't know,
Yeah.
or I don't know what y'all talking about, stuff. No, she told y'all exactly what it was. She took her suspension. If you support her, support her. But don't say people make excuses, blah, blah, blah. sound like a whole Steven from Django ass person. Because none of y'all motherfuckers were saying that shit 10, 12 years ago. Michael Phelps was going to do that shit. First of all, it was just a qualifier. Y'all are so scared that this woman is going to dominate.
And that's
like
exactly
Usain Bolt did 10 years ago. That y'all don't want her to run that bad over some weed that came from the earth.
Sha'carri Richardson a beast. Even with a trace of weed in her system, she still outran all them.
Weed.
Ain't that supposed to slow you down?
Yes.
Yeah, look what Sha'carri did. Still ran, what did she run, a 10.8?
Come on, man.
You see, look at how impressive that is.
I don't know no weed strands that enhance your performance enhancement like HGHs, but yeah, that's a scapegoat, and all the people saying excuses, y'all are some top grade executive Steven from Django ass niggas. Some of y'all only in a position of power yourselves because of affirmative action, and y'all up there talking about making no excuses.
Come on, she can't make excuses for that. First of all, it was a coping mechanism for her, and then for other people to say, "Oh yeah, you knew you was going before the Olympics. You should have stopped and everything."
No, that's not fair. People, like I said, she even said as much as what else you want her to say? I'm human.
That's what
Humans make mistakes. People make mistakes. Every single last one of you motherfuckers that's judging her has made some kind of mistake in your life, and a lot of y'all fucking hide it and only post the good shit on Instagram.
And you know another thing, I bet you all the people involved with the Olympic Committee, I bet you more than 50% of them probably smoke weed. Or at least some part of them.
Probably smoke cigarettes.
Or cigarettes, crack,
No humans don't
Cocaine,
cocaine,
Nope.
dope, all that. What you say, what LaMelo say?
Well, Metal say, if it ain't crack, let her run.
Hey. No, he said if it ain't crack, let her on the track. Last but not least, we want to talk about the great, the legendary William Cosby, goddammit. Mr. Bill Cosby.
I get one there.
This week was released from federal prison, Pennsylvania, because of an overturned Supreme Court conviction against him in his rape trial. Now, he's did a couple years in jail. This thing has been going on for years now, and he's finally been released. He's finally been released from jail, and I, one for one, are happy for him. How you guys feel?
I agree.
That position.
Now, just because somebody says they're happy or shows their support doesn't mean they agree with what the person did, believe they're innocent or guilty. Which brings me to the main point of this. It's not even about my guy Bill. He's home, he's free. Let's talk about the trial in general. Now, it took years for this woman to come forward and say,
man was already like what, 70?
Yeah, he was already he was like 70.
So why did you wait that many years to come out with this?
Yeah. You wait till this man is in a position to buy television stations and all the good he's done to improve not just for black people's lives, but lives in general. He's been nothing but one of the best black entertainment icons that has never had a tarnished legacy until now before this. So after a decade of his ongoing saga, Bill's finally out because of the Supreme Court decision. But I want to bring the attention to Miss Phylicia Rashad, his on-screen air wife from The Cosby Show, who is the dean at Howard University. She showed her support immediately. Bill is free. Justice has been served. Like and people got on her immediately to the point where they want her remove this dean from Howard. And I feel like, aren't we in a country where you're able to express your freedom of speech? Shouldn't you be able to have your opinions, but still understand others' opinions as well? So I feel like it's completely unfair to just say we want to remove her from a position just because she showed her support for somebody she's known for most of her life.
You know, we in a PC talk.
And that was not saying that she supported whether he was innocent or guilty. I feel like you have to be naive or something's wrong with your mental to just automatically believe someone based off their emotions of what they say without the evidence. I'm sorry, but my mental is not letting me believe that. I work with a mind over heart mentality, and I just don't believe that. How y'all guys feel?
And then you got people out here saying I put Molly in her champagne and she didn't even know it. Songs and stuff.
People are making jokes and memes in their raps off a bill.
But y'all don't say nothing
y'all just
about
buying more albums and shit. Meanwhile, this man has been alive. He's going on 90 years old now. And he's finally getting out of jail. But if you still look back on his entire legacy, what he's done with Fat Albert and the kids and all of these other comedies and helping bring other comedians up, not a guy that cusses in his comedy. Like, how many people you know do that and never been in jail for anything else but that? And like I said, this kind of incident makes you bring light on the Deshaun Watson incident.
I was about to bring
because
that
now
up.
in this day and age, we got people that actually went to bat from him from the beginning. Other masseuses that have worked with him was like, that man's never did nothing to me, and I worked with him 100 times. So why did he feel like he had to do something to this person?
Mm-hmm.
It just makes you think, what makes you so special, so unique? But again, that's just my opinion. I just hope I don't offend no feelings. If you want to, I'm DieselD_YWH. IS on Instagram. If you want to, you can box me.
I bet you get
unfollow me. I'm about to bring it back. I bet you get mad. It's how I bet you get mad summer. Diesel D is in the building.
You know another thing, speaking of the Cosby and Deshaun Watson, I was just thinking about the Chauncey Billups situation. How they tried to bring it up right after he get hired as a coach. That happened. Them allegations happened in 1997.
24 years ago. And when he got hired for pulling, here goes somebody brought up, but what happened to the rape he did in 97?
They brought it
Something
right
that
after he
he
got
beat.
hired. That he beat it. So why
And
are
there
you
was no
bringing it
evidence
up?
against him.
No evidence against him. No evidence against a bunch of these people. But they somehow find a way to bring it out when a black man is
Why
in a
is it
position
always
of
a black
power.
man?
I hate that
Always
every time somebody has some sort of success or they're moving forward in life, somebody wants to bring up their past. Why is the past immediately always brung up when somebody succeeds in life? But so many white people around the world wants to continually tell black people to get over slavery and everything. And to me, it goes back to what I'm saying about the Bill Cosby thing. For all these motherfuckers that's saying, it's an excuse for Sha'carri Richardson and blah, blah, blah. Like, wait a minute. So you talking about she knew the rules, she should have followed directions. Your ancestors knew the rules back in the day when they was on Master Farm and they still chose to run away and try to escape. They knew the rules. So when Master came back and cut their leg off, did you think them people told your ancestors ain't no excuses? You knew the rules, you knew not to escape? No. So for you to say something like that is asinine to me.
And first of
our
all,
ancestors ain't go through
she's
shit like
the
that
one
for people
that's.
to say
And
stuff
first of all,
like that.
she's the one that's running her ass off. She's the one in the Olympics, not y'all.
She's the one that had to take the 30-day suspension, not y'all.
That's her.
She's the one that's getting all the DMs, all the negative comments from y'all.
She has to take that.
And she shouldn't have to take that
She
shit.
shouldn't.
So that's not cyberbullying on y'all end, whatever y'all call it.
We gonna keep supporting her anyway.
That's all I got, man. Free Bill. Give my man Reggie back his Heisman.
Yes, sir.
Hashtag let her run.
Let her run, shorty.
Hey, Bucks and 6.
Bucks and 6. Y'all heard what I said. Y'all heard what we said.
Y'all heard what we said.
Tell Diesel D they don't want none. Here I go. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we out.
Peace out, baby.
For me now, nigga Cole been going plat since back when CDs was around. What you sold, I tripled that. I can't.